From 2011 to 2021, the U.S. carried out more than 30,000 cyber operations against China. These include both offensive and defensive actions such as sanctions, malware deployment, data theft, phishing attacks, and more. The U.S. has a significant advantage in this domain over its adversaries, including China. As a result, China now poses a serious threat to the U.S. and its allies in cyberspace. According to a new report from the Congressional Research Service, China's growing cyber capabilities represent one of the most significant challenges to U.S. national security. Both countries are believed to have conducted many more attacks that have not been publicly reported or attributed. Despite these limitations, the available data suggests that the U.S. has a significant advantage over China in terms of both the volume and lethality of its cyber attacks. It remains to be seen, however, whether the U.S. will be able to take advantage of this capability in the event of a conflict with China. Despite this advantage, however, the U.S. has struggled to effectively use its cyber weapons against China due to a variety of reasons. Number 1. From 2011 to 2021, the U.S. carried out more than 30,000 cyber operations against China, averaging over 2,500 per year. China responded by carrying out an average of 375 operations against the U.S. during the same period. 2. In terms of the number of targets attacked, the U.S. and China are roughly equal, with each attacking an average of 160 targets per year. However, the U.S. has a significant advantage in terms of the types of targets it can attack. 3. The U.S. has the capability to attack a wide range of targets both physically and digitally, whereas China's capabilities are more limited. 4. The U.S. also has a significant advantage in terms of the lethality of its cyber attacks. On average, 38% of U.S. cyber attacks result in the destruction or degradation of the target, whereas only 9% of Chinese attacks do so. One reason is that the U.S. lacks a clear and comprehensive strategy for using cyber weapons against China. Another reason is that the U.S. and its allies often hesitate to use force, even when it is necessary to defend against lethal threats. Finally, the U.S. and its allies may not always have the necessary cyber capabilities to effectively target and degrade Chinese cyber operations. This number represents an average of over 2,500 cyber operations per year. But how does this compare to China's hacking power? How many of these attacks actually hit their mark? And what kind of damage did they cause? Welcome to my channel. Today we will find out who dominates cyber warfare, the U.S. or China. Let's begin. The United States is the world leader in terms of offensive cyber capabilities. Its arsenal includes some of the most advanced cyber weapons ever created. In recent years, China's People's Liberation Army has made great strides in improving its own cyber capabilities. Let us take a look at some facts and figures about the cyber warfare of the U.S. and China's hacking power. It is important to note that these figures only represent a fraction of the total number of cyber attacks carried out by the U.S. and China. Now you know who dominates cyber warfare, the U.S. or China. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.